tired.
Hello. Why are you tired?
I haven't been sleeping.
Why have you not been sleeping? Oh,
I don't know, my mind's racing, I guess. I have a lot to think about.
what is it racing for?
Just random stupid shit. Like
Oh?
like Uncle Daniel getting hurt and then the exact same day Celine gets hurt and apparently someone else got hurt the same day for something else.
No, it's like everyone get hurt day. What's going on?
I don't know. Um Also something else too, if we could go somewhere more private to talk.
Sure, we can go to the park. The park
Okay.
is more private. To the park. Dee-lee-lee-lee-lee-lee-lee.
To the park. In the dark. That dog go bark. Oh fuck, is that Clark?
I don't know. Alright, Alright, come sit. Come sit, child.
I
What is your
can't.
problem? I know you
I
can't.
swear to God. Um, I already told other mom about it because she felt me become emotionally dead during it. But a while ago, something happened with Aegis, and I can't talk about what it was. Not that I can really remember anyway, because I kind of just emotionally stopped functioning during it. But Hybris wanted to talk to me about it. And we talked. It, it,
Yeah.
it was a pleasant conversation. Nothing, bad. Just kind of her telling me, don't, try not to tell anybody what you saw or anything like that. And I told her that I wouldn't. But last night, I went up to Aegis and first I asked if I could come on board, and they said that they would be preparing to open to guests shortly. I sat there for 2 hours. That's not normal. Um, Not usually anyway. Then I went ahead and finally got on board when they were finally accepting people on board. And I went into the common space area because I saw Cyan and Therial and one of Hybris's kids. I don't remember her name. Junie, I think. I don't remember. Um, Appeared and said Malleus is no longer on the cathedral. And I said, "Is that
Oh.
why I wasn't allowed to come on board right away?" And she looked at me and she's like, "That is none of your concern." So now I don't know if something's going on or it just has me worried. And even when I went to go talk to people, people seem to be on edge. So I don't know. I'm worried about people. I'm worrying again.
Well, it's an understandable reason why to worry, because a lot of people are worried about Malleus, but at the same time, you can't let Malleus destroy your sleeping
It's not
because
just
of,
Malleus, it's other people
you know.
too. I'm worried about a bunch of
Well,
people because of things that have happened recently.
we'll try not to worry too much. There are definitely plenty of people that are probably worrying as well, but you can't let that stop you from doing your average day life because it's actually affecting your sleeping. And I know it's, better said than done, but you gotta believe in them that they took this path, that is what they've done. And but at this, people get hurt because they want to help people and they want to support them in any possible way they can, and they will. I know it's hard. I know it's better said than done, to be fair.
I can't wait to retire.
Well, you could always retire. You don't really need to wait.
I have a couple things I gotta deal with first before I do.
And that is.
First, I gotta deal with Scythuna. That's still a big issue. And then now I gotta
Do
deal
you really
with.
need to?
Yes, I really need to. I still plan on going after
And
him.
the On a scale of one to threat, how threat is he? Is it the
Threat.
guy that you're going to war for,
Threat
or did you
squared.
go to the? Did you threat squared? Well, how do I put this? This is how I deal with my problems. I put it in three columns. I go, I have to deal with it because it's a natural proper issue. I can leave it and I can come back to it when I'm more mentally stable. Or the other column is, I don't give a shit. I'm just going to push that to the side and deal with it when it actually becomes when it gets into my face kind of
Oh, don't get me wrong.
column.
That last column is pretty much full right now. The other things are things that I have to either deal with or I have to worry about when the opportunity arises.
Okay. Just don't lose any sleep over it again, because to be honest, you really don't need that stress at the moment.
There's a lot of things I don't need at the moment.
Well, you don't have to deal with it. Just push it to the side and deal with it later. That's what I do. Till it becomes an actual issue.
That's the other thing. I'm hearing people are coming back after being killed or whatever the fuck. Now I'm just like, great. Does that mean the Plague Lord's gonna come back? Oh, God help, no.
Probably not. A
I
low-level
hope
threat
not.
like that, nobody will let them.
Yeah, no,
Well, they won't, knowing it. Oh, knowing it.
Can't deal with that shit again.
Well, you don't need to deal with shit. So
I don't give a shit. I don't give a
that
fuck. I don't
doesn't.
give a shit. I don't give a fuck.
Pretty much.
I don't give a shit. What
Just
the
gonna keep
fuck?
moving on. Ah, yes, my eyes see a box of death. I wonder who has that on their entire existence.
What?
I love that feeling.
What?
Oh, my eyes are on safety, and someone has a fourth dimensionally render box that they shouldn't have on their model.
Oh, that's not good. I think someone should say something.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, every time I try and understand who has it on their entire existence, it's like finding a needle in a haystack.
Do you want me to say something to officials?
Probably, but I have it all on safety and I don't really know who it is, but it's like a gigantic actual grey box. I've seen him like a couple of times, but this one's more black. Like, this one is actually not. I've never seen it that color before. I've only seen it grey, so I don't know what that is.
Okay. What should I actually say to officials? That someone has a big box of render that they should have?
Yeah, someone just
Okay.
probably just state when they put their safety setting eyes on, someone has a big ass box that is the size of a goddamn fucking world on
Okay.
their model.
Real quick, if there are
Just
any
say I
admins that
don't
are ready
really
to
know who it
chat
has it
about
on.
an
Then they
issue.
have to go and adventure.
We can go into DMs. Or
Yeah.
I'm going to drag them in there because it's kind of difficult for me to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, where'd you go?
I'll drag you down there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I forgot that you can't get there.
Actually,
Hi, hello.
Uh,
of what I can do,
Static just
actually.
said that if you turn on safety settings, apparently someone's render distance takes the form of a really big box.
Mm-hmm.
And they just wanted me to let you guys know that if you turn on safety settings or something like that, that's going to show up in your vision no matter where you like if you look at the direction of
Yes,
where the
no,
player is.
we're aware of that sort of thing, and then we could find out who's the one that does that. We'll probably tell them, hey, why do you even have this avatar?
Oh, so you already know.
Yeah, no, that's
Okay.
been a problem
Okay.
since like long ass time ago.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no, I don't know who it is cuz I have safety settings on, but I don't see it, but I also have my render distance. So, that's probably why.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. If you know who it is, then we'll tell them like, hey, you probably shouldn't have this avatar here.
Okay, yeah, no, if I figure out who it is, I'll let you guys know.
Mm. Thank you.
Yeah. I have let them know. They said that they are aware of the issue. It's been an issue for a while. If we can figure out who it is, to let them know.
That is why I'm going on an adventure of hiding and seeing if I can find
Oh, excuse me.
that one.
Especially with your safety settings, I would go through people who aren't technically your friends, quote unquote.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That one. That that one. Indigo, nope. Ah, I think I found the person.
Okay.
Pikachu Udig.
Okay. I got a name if you guys want to hear it down in DMs.
You're currently invisible at the
I'll drag
moment.
you down.
Okay.
Discord is Sleepy Pixar.
It's Pikachu You Dig.
They literally have their
I see
Discord
them.
name in
Yeah,
their
or Pika Dig, or I don't know what
proper
their username is.
avatar.
Yeah.
Y-
Okay.
yeah. All in a day's work. They will speak to them.
Noted.
We thank you. We thank you for
Yes.
your contribution.
It's fine. I just don't want to get hit with a fucking invisible box
Excuse me.
every 5 minutes. 'Cause it's
Oh,
very
I don't blame you.
irritated to the face.
Oh, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I've had like 2 boxes one time, and it's just like It was just like hit you in the face every couple of times, and it was very. It can make people go into a fucking seizure if they were to like move
Ugh.
rapidly in and out. Yeah, I can like see them turning around and actually shifting around. It's actually really fucking bad. I'm probably just gonna have to turn them fully off. They're gonna.
Turn them off, Mom. Delete them. I just realized I don't have music on.
Yeah, I'll just delete
Whoopsie.
their existence for a brief second until they talk to them. I don't know where they are though.
Use me, Mother. Select me with your eyeballs and scroll until you find them.
God, I lagged for a brief second. Your wisdom too much. And be gone.
It also didn't
There,
help that I
there goes
made
the
a bunch of
box. Nice.
popsicles last night. Would you like a popsicle?
Oh, well, for your I'm fine. I'm very tempted
Are
of
you sure?
buying a
These are homemade
yes.
popsicles made of fruit. Are you sure? She's
scale
slowly
of 1
gonna
to
pull out
10,
a
if I
rainbow
can...
colored popsicle. Look, Mom, a fruity popsicle for a fruity person. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She
It's
pokes it and it turns into a rainbow rabbit.
that was meant for eating. Oh, okay. Well, this got weird.
Oh.
This got very weird. It's just an assortment of fruits, like blueberries, strawberries, things like that.
Ooh. Pretty nice. Well, let me know if you want my, I guess, magical touch to turn them all into constructs.
I don't like that. I don't like the idea of people eating them if they're animals. No, it's a little weird.
Well, they're not sentient. They're just normal ice sculptures.
They're sentient to me. They're moving around. I'm kidding. I don't know how people would feel about them.
Well, I can make them not move around. I could just make them into just, you know, plain old ice sculptures.
You know those really derpy Powerpuff Girl popsicles? You know I make those, right? But I make them look like people.
Okay. Yeah, and how did that go?
She's gonna pull one out of Nirvana that looks like Snowbell, and she's gonna take like 2 gumballs and show you, and it's a fucking derpy looking Snowbell.
Jesus Christ, that's terrifying.
They're popular. A lot of people like them.
Well, I'm glad that they enjoy them.
Well.
So I guess what are you going to be doing then to solve this sleeping issue? Do you want me to give you some of my feathers, or do you just need some...
I'll just cuddle with
calming
Daryl.
candles? Yeah, try not to think about it too much and dwell on it, to be fair. It's not worth your efforts of the most stressful times, even though, yes, it's definitely a worry, don't get me wrong.
I know. I won't worry about it too much. I'll try not to anyway.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I was very tempted of getting myself a little van. Well, a little, you know, those convenient vans that are placed around the land of Saka. Grabbing one of those, making them to mine.
You know, you could just find one in a scrapyard in Sapphire and just work on it yourself and then just park it somewhere.
I'm just not a big mechanical person. I'm probably gonna have to ask someone I could probably ask Everest, to be fair, and say, hey, can you help me fix this?
That's what I did with mine.
It's not fucking cheap. And to be honest, I'm gonna be opening the Pokemon Adventuring Guild soon, but me and Galaxy have been me and Ethan have been figuring out how to, build that. Don't ruin it. I haven't.
Galaxy who?
It's like I've been hanging, I don't know, Galaxy bar that he eats all the time, don't remember it.
It's like when people call you Static for some reason, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's strange, I don't know, it's a weird staticky effect, you know, it happens. Sometimes I have static brain, sometimes. But yeah, me and Ethan have been probably going to be renting out just a place for people to kind of gather, and slowly but surely we're going to eventually branch off So probably going to make a little stand for people to sign up and see if anyone would like to take a fun little adventure.
We're going on a trip in my
Pokemon
favorite
Adventuring
rocket
Guild,
ship.
or for short, PAG.
Okay. Okay.
Also, we were trying to figure out an O, so it would be POG, but unfortunately, there's not a lot of there's not a lot of there's not a lot of O's with adventuring. There's the outlanding, the Pokemon Outlanding Guild, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad it's not. I'm glad that the last short volume isn't Peg. That's the main thing.
The Pokemon Exploration Guild.
Peg. Yeah, we're trying to start branching off and inviting people and stuff like that. We're trying to get it all sorted, and I've been working on the entire documentation last night, just in my head as I've been reading books, which is very awkward when you're reading a book and then you have 17 different pop-ups with different information at once. I gotta go to Purple Lotus tomorrow. I go to work tomorrow and do more fucking medical checks that I literally have to spend 45 minutes to try and get a fucking singular staff member just to tell me how they're doing. Ah, God, I love the staff. It's fucking amazing. 100%. When you're a fucking goddamn head staff of medical, it's like goddamn herding cattle. Love them to bits. But,
I'm sensing a lot of tension.
they're... I love staff. They're great. People are fantastic. And I already had Remy. I'm not gonna say anything like medical or anything, but the way that she put things of stating that no one likes to talk about their feelings and you can't really make them talk about their feelings if they don't want to, and I literally stated like I had to literally grab someone and grab security and technically lock them in a room just for them to talk to me, and I kind of felt like I don't know, I had a really weird emotional pause for a brief second. Like, am I an actual, like, am I just a bad person? Like, am I, like, that's the inner thought that I should have. And I guess, like, I literally told them, like, look, I'm a familiar wisdom and guidance. My familiar tendencies will tend to fall out. And because I was connected to Auron, I just have a stubborn mindset of I would like to talk to you. Because I know how bad mental stability can get, because fucking Auron has moments of anger, but she's gotten a lot better. She's doing so much better than she was beforehand. I don't know. I guess I've just been thinking about it. The way that they implied it, it just made me sound like a bad person. I don't think I want to sound like a bad person. And for the first time ever, I've had black feathers show up, which I don't really have those very often.
Plop. Everything's gonna be fine. You are not a bad person. You just have a different way of doing things than that person probably suspected. And it could also be frustration playing a part.
I literally had to tell them, if you don't come with me, I will tell Sachi. And they were like, oh hell no, let's go.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Some people don't like Sachi, some people are not willing to go, and sometimes I don't really want to put Sachi as a death threat. But knowing it, because I literally let Skitty go with them. and which is really bad because Skitty is not staff, and I know Sachi is right, being like they are an outside source and we shouldn't really trust them with that information, but unfortunately Remy and Skitty are literally attached to the hip to a point where they're physically and mentally attached to the hip, so it's hard to just physically just push Skitty out, because
That whole
I
situation
also
still
found out
upsets me,
Skitty
by the
is more
way.
of their emotional. What, Skitty being mentally connected?
No. The fact that they just found Pokemon Jesus, not knowing how to properly take care of them at first, and then saying, oh, they made a bubble, they're a water type, right? That still upsets me.
They have a lot of power in their hand.
You have baby Pokemon Jesus in your hands. And if you should do your research more before,
Yeah. I think it gets to a point of where I don't know what they're doing with them, to be honest. I think they're just mentally for mental support. I have heard that Skinny is now a assigned therapist Pokemon, such as a personal assistant. They also have an ID to prove it, which is very interesting. So it means that they are very smart to a point where they can actually have an ID, which is very concerning me, because Pokemon wouldn't just immediately be like, I have a Skitty approved emotional stuff, but other than that,
also, you gotta
it's more of a
remember
therapist
that
Pokemon.
since this is baby Pokemon Jesus, how many fucking people walk into PL would see them and go, I want that, I'm gonna wait outside till you leave, I'm gonna fucking beat you up and kidnap that Pokemon.
Yeah, I did have those moments, but it seems like they spend a lot of time in the meat rack, which I would assume that someone would probably be interested in Skitty. And I'm not really, my jurisdiction doesn't go all the way down there, and I don't think, to be fair, Hamsky doesn't give a fucking shit. Hamsky would probably eat that Pokemon and not really care about its power and the ability it has. To be honest, I can understand that. I really don't know. I just know that they don't enjoy leaving Skitty walking around and flying around, but you do give me that concern. I'll definitely go talk to Remy about it and let her know that Skitty is a very rare Pokemon. That could possibly mean that you might be going after either a team of some sort, such as Team Skull and Team, Rocket. Other teams that would like to take that Pokemon away from you and also beat you up for it.
Team Rocket, blast enough at the speed of light. Surrender now.
There are many things that I know about Remy that are very. There's many things I know about Remy that really concerns me, but I can't really disclose it because it's all medical stuff.
Yeah, obviously.
There are definitely moments where the things that they're doing as a way of making themselves more reliable in their own way is making me very cautious and very uncomfortable. But I can't really tell them to, even though I told them maybe you should stop doing it, they said they could stop at any time. It's mainly like an addiction kind of ordeal, like that's where the level is, like it can be form an addiction. But when it comes to like how to, like, maybe just telling them to not think that way, I told them about, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't rely on this to make yourself more reliable for people. Like, you should feel more comfortable being around someone and being able to do things on your own. And it's like, it's understandable that their size is a little bit shorter and smaller, but I've seen fucking small individuals beat up a goddamn fucking big ass guy. Like, it's not about the size, it's how the fuck you use it. And sometimes, I guess,
shit, I fucking punched Gormunder in the face when I was a kid and knocked him back.
Yeah, there's definitely there's definitely a moment of I talk to them about their magic, and they do not. Their magic doesn't activate until they put on items of magic. So it's a very curious and cautious thing that I do not know whether or not I can probably give her something that helps her with what she's getting in things, getting in items that she's using. But yeah, this item is it can be very addictive, and also it doesn't help when she does not enjoy Sachi's presence, which is understandable reasoning behind it. And I went to go talk to Sachi about those reasonings, and what Sachi's like, very broad about it. But he did say that they see him as very hardworking. And then when I went to go talk to them about it, they were like, "Well, I goddamn know I'm hardworking." And like, well, I don't know. It's like, okay, cool. I'm glad you know you're hardworking and you were in a military standpoint, but at the same time, maybe like see that as a positive thing that he is noticing that you're doing a good job, and he's only doing it. He's only being a dick to Skitty because Skitty is an outside source that could possibly fuck us over if we're not careful. And Skitty is not a part of our staff, and it's understandable why Sachi is upset about it, and throwing a tantrum every time. He doesn't like pets in general, so it's. And also because they're sentient. If it was just a normal, thing, a normal pet that doesn't, a normal Pokemon that doesn't have that full-on sentient mode that has an actual ID to certify themselves as a therapist Pokemon, that's when it gets to a certain point where it's like, what the fuck?
Right.
So, yeah. So Sachi isn't happy a lot of the time. So I told her that I would be her head staff that she comes to talk about things. If she doesn't feel comfortable going to others, which is really challenging and fucking hard just to be able to talk to Sachi. And I want to go talk to Sachi about what I'm doing because he requested to do these health checks because he wants to renovate the Purple Lotus sooner or later. And I went to go talk to him about it, and I'm like, sure, I'll go do it. But I am more of the mental and emotional balance because someone can easily hurt themselves emotionally and injure themselves because they're doing not that well. Do you get what I mean?
Mm.
And I was just like, I was doing Remy's medical and health check and stuff like that, and he comes in, and I'm like talking about another staff member that was giving me a hard time for the 45 minutes trying to get him into my office and trying to actually talk about his private stuff. Sachi was just like, "Oh, I just wanted you to do the physicals. You don't need to do the mentals. That's not important." And I'm like, "That's not true.
That
The
is
mentals
most
are always going
certainly
to be
not
very
true.
important." No, so that's why I told him I'm doing this because it is important. Because we need to make sure staff is healthy in mental and physical. It's not just physical. Because you know what people are like. They could be going through so much and just, mentally be not there. And then by the time they go into a dire situation or need to talk to, or need to, like, why am I dying? Jesus fucking Christ.
Why are you dying?
I don't know. I feel the premise of someone loading into a model that they shouldn't. But other than that, I'm not gonna think about it. But knowing it's awkward because not a lot of individuals want to talk about how they're doing. Literally, JC is telling me that you're never going to catch me and I'm never going to do it, so that's going to be a challenge on its own, trying to get him into an office and talking about his fucking medical stuff, which I'm not looking forward to doing. And even if I went to go talk to Sachi and be like, hey, JC is not going to be coming in for a medical check, what do you want with that? he's probably not going to aside from me because he knows that I'm doing also mental checks. So, so who knows? And I can't even do a mental check on my boss anyways because he's staff, but he's also my boss, and I also want to make sure that I have updated medical stuff for him. But not a lot of people like sitting down and talking about how they're doing. It's like fucking trying to get a needle to fucking go into a tiny goddamn circuit. I hate it. But I got like a couple done. I don't need to worry about any of all the others that I've already currently done. I just need to check up on the people that have been listed as need to check up on. Because there's certain individuals that take certain things or are also dealing with outside sources that are trying to go after them. So that's fun. So I'm just trying to figure out how to assist them in that way. But also, I went to go talk to Curie, which is the medical robot, and they said that I was full on head staff for medical. Like they've actually given me the role, which I didn't know. I thought I was just like the first in command. I didn't know I was actually given given the medical role. That was an adventure to pop up, so I've been kind of not stressing, but very tired of having to fight Purple Lotus staff.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of, I shouldn't need to fight Purple Lotus staff. Like they should be allowing me to give them medical checks because they work in an establishment where they need to protect people and they need to also, make sure others are safe and they're safe and their mentality is okay so they don't get fired because they're treating patrons bad because their mental stability isn't great. Because we've had that, in quotation marks, Jack. Where Jack's mental state and also treating people like trash because he wasn't doing great either is a big reason why I'm doing so, because someone could be nice and then all of a sudden they immediately switch into a goddamn animal,
Uh-huh.
The last thing I want is, because Purple Lotus has been getting really, really small recently. Well, in numbers anyways. I barely see staff there anyways as it is, so it's hard.
Yeah,
I literally had Sachi telling me, why don't you do these medical checks later? And I'm like, I can't because staff is barely there.
I would go more, but I sometimes can't.
It's fine. Like a lot of people have reasons why they can't, but then other people's have fourth dimensionally reasons why they can't. So it becomes a very big problem.
Yeah, I know. It's mostly fourth dimensional stuff, so. We love our jobs.
I do love my job. Well, recently I've been thinking about retiring from Purple Lotus because I've been working there for a very long time.
Then I can stop fucking worrying about you.
Working there for what, 3 years? Working there for 3 years. And I've lost so much there, to be honest. I've gained so much, but I've lost so much, and I look at the body parts I've lost, and
yeah, exactly. Honest, which is why you should leave before you lose your legs.
I won't lose my legs. Those are the ones that I fucking refuse to lose. I don't want a robotic synthetic leg. I don't want to be a chicken nugget. I'm good.
Even though I look like a burnt chicken nugget, I still love myself.
Even though I look like a burnt chicken nugget, I still love myself. Yes, I feel that, definitely. But other than that, yeah, I don't really know. I've been thinking, or I've been figuring out what I want to do after I retire. After I retire from Purple Lotus.
Maybe settle down with your fucking wife like normal couples do.
Well, unfortunately, my wife is settling down, but is still going out missions that could possibly murder her.
Yeah, I know, which
That
is why
makes me
when you
fucking
retire, I
worried.
want you to
Tits.
grab her and sit her down and tell her, no, you're not allowed, and then freeze her to the fucking floor.
I can't tell my wife to not help a friend.
Yeah, you
It's
can.
like
Just
telling
flat
my
out
wife to
tell her,
not.
I don't want you going to get hurt. I just realized I
I
can't
know
climb
that.
on this.
I'm worried about her going.
Fucking heresy.
I'm worried about her going on this mission with Neptune.
She's
They're
going on a
doing
mission.
some stuff.
I can't wait to feel that.
I think she should be fine. I believe in her, and hopefully I trust that the team that are going on that is going to be fine.
I hope
But
so.
other than that, you know, many people. I trust it. I'm gonna be doing medical, so I'll be there for medical always.
Okay.
So
I want
then I know
appy
that I can
juice.
heal her
Can
and
we
I
go
make
get
sure
appy
that she is.
juice?
You want to get some apple
I want to get appy juice.
Okay. Let's go get some apple juice.
Not apple juice,
some happy
appy juice.
Appy juice? I have no idea what that is. It sounds
Yeah,
like a
wait, I
football
want
brand of apple
Mom,
juice.
Mom, I want some appy juice. Can I get some appy
Don't
juice?
do this to me. I have 2 on the way, and the last
Appy
thing I want.
juice.
Twins? You know what?
Chucky
I'm just gonna let
milk.
you know that I've been literally looking up like twins for like children, and you know how they have that like the fucking connection, like they stare at each other for a bit and they have that like mental moment. I feel very like concerned that they'll have that.
I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, my mom and my aunt and my
Yeah.
dad and my uncle apparently kind of had that connection.
Yeah, I'm definitely worried about it.
'Cause they were
Some of the
twins.
gremlins and I'm having... Hopefully that isn't the case.
Okay, well, don't dress them up like the girls from The Shining and then just fucking set them up in like a, you know.
Come play
You!
with us! It's just like down the hallway.
What did I
Sup?
do?
We're gonna go get appy juice. Do you wanna come get some appy juice with us?
Sure.
Also, who the fuck is Vok?
Technically, what was he? 4 years ago, he was a big problem because he used to want to eat everything, and he was up to an eldritch level thing, and I just insulted him to his fucking face and lived.
I am so proud.
To
I
be
am
honest,
too.
it's just, like, I'm not surprised, to be fair. Someone
Yeah,
convinced
he-
up a god, and I could be like, good for you, and then I walk
He hasn't been
away
around
because
for a
that's just
while,
been
but-
rude.
Let's keep it that
yeah,
way.
I had
Oh,
to put on. It was put on a. Yeah, I was put on a trial of some shit and had to go against him with my group for whatever fucking reason.
Appy juice.
So I just
Wow,
insulted him.
trial.
I'm gonna like.
Trial.
Well, on a scale of 1 to trial, we should be fine. I don't know. There are definitely many scales.
Hmm. Oh.
Emily's child is gonna be around again?
I shouldn't have turned.
No, I recognize the actual mess. It's very far from the hospital.
Hello.
I don't want to talk to you though.
Oh god.
I think the flux is taking them.
Yeah, no, I'm like, I'm fixing my eyeballs.
Yeah, that's what I had to do.
Christmas can be,
It's a nerd on the
Yeah.
opposite side of the street.
but
Damn.
in Chinese New Year, you gotta remember where you are.
Fable, you want
Kinda.
some appy juice?
True.
Both New Year's work.
I gotta stop.
I guess summer festivals also can work. Well,
Get the fuck in the store.
Okay, mom.
I changed my mind. I don't want appy juice. I want blueberry juice.
Boo-booey dude.
Grab.
I want blueberry juice.
What different fucking cartons do they have? Well, they have like really small versions
Yes.
of those big version cards.
There's a lot.
blueberry juice.
It's kind of like that song, I could be green, I could be blue, I could be fucking everything I want. That's how I fucking see the entire card. Alright, did you get your...
I got my blueberry juice, Mom.
Oh god, you've expanded. What is this, fucking Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
What the fuck? No, don't you remember when I changed it to this?
Okay.
Yes, I know.
I made everybody think that Belle is my mom.
After that, after Silver gets finished, it's
Well, absolutely not.
Yeah, the thing I've got is a conduit, and it should work. Thanks to it's actually thanks to Neptune.
I'll go back to being a cat.
So it should perfectly work.
Yeah, you go back to being a cat.
Meow.
Message.
I could
Yeah,
do
Justin.
that, but that's a lot of work right now. Trial.
That's a solid moon.
And
That
then
is a
I'll
lot
make
of
an
work.
announcement.
What? Yeah?
Can I
Village
stop
open.
talking
I'll
you
go
from up
looking
there?
for
Can you
people.
get down at eye level for me?
Yeah.
Come up here.
Oh yeah, you could come up here.
No, my way
Wow.
down, Matt. No thanks.
Yeah, Fable will literally crash
you're
into
lying.
the store, so I haven't
Fable,
recommended
you're not
it.
fat, you're big
It's
boned.
very heavy.
Something that you probably need.
You could literally be used as a fucking bulldozer half the
would probably
time.
be the better term.
Well, I know what I'm doing.
Thin out your blood forehead.
Building to be destroyed. I'll
Take
just
some
put
blood
Fable
thinners.
on top of it so you can crash all the way down.
I'm stepping on the
Take
ground.
some blood
It was out of my
thinners.
eyesight.
You go blind? Is that your problem
Permanence
too?
is permanence.
The amount of people that
He's
get
like
out of my
like a
view or
cat
go
or
around
a
a corner
dog.
and then disappear is too much.
Peanut butter just did it earlier.
Okay.
Today. The golden retriever walked behind a gravestone and then disappeared. Like I walked around one side of
We
forest,
should
walked
go
around
to
the
the
other, and the dog was
forest. We
gone.
haven't been to the forest yet. I'm concerned about what shenanigans are happening in the forest.
To be honest, there are a lot of
Blue man! There's no need to feel down, I said. Blue man.
Hey Sapphire.
Hello.
What do you think of it? Why did he do that? He just teleports off.
You know, I thought maybe fixing my eyeballs would be good, but apparently it's not.
Yeah.
very chunky today. I feel like...
The air is chonky. The air is thick today.
Yeah, the air is very thick.
The air is
I might
thick
not be
with
out too much
the
longer.
good flux juice.
I'm. Yeah, I might not be out too much longer. I have way too much fucking work.
Aww.
I'm
gonna make you do it.
Hello.
It makes me want to pull my hair out.
Hello?
We do have a group.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sachi, you need to stop
I
pulling
think
out
I'm
your
getting a
hair.
haircut, so
It's
I don't do. I
stressful
can't do
situation.
that. I think that's
What
what
was
I'm gonna
that?
do.
You need to stop pulling out your hair. It's gorgeous and fabulous.
Great, you got a man bun?
I just need people to. I just need people to stop doing that.
No,
you know?
it's more of a tail, rat
Oh.
tail. As Dylan says it.
I like it, it looks good on you.
Stop making
Hair
people
grew out.
want me to pull my hair
Thank
out.
you.
in there too. I can code
Well,
language.
you know, this is the metaverse. No one's
Just
going.
update the helmet
You're
software
gonna
for
have
that.
occasionally moments.
Okay, yeah, we do that. Be great.
And then 10 minutes to walk back. We have no
Okay.
time to
Hey Mario, hey Luigi.
Hey, I think it was a
Yeah, I
perfectly
need that.
fine.
Oh yeah, they have a
mental
plumbing
stroke.
business.
Understand?
There,
Translate
Luigi's always having a mental
it
stroke.
for
I think that's
Arabic,
just
and then
his
translate
state
it
of
to the-
being
to
at
the
this
Superman
point.
Okay, yeah.
A mental stroke.
Strokes are nice.
you like a big fat boy, the bar bros?
It's like a reset.
Did you
Because
just say
plumbing's
mental
in the moment.
strokes are
And they're not like all the- It's like a reset in the moment, you know?
It is a
I see little colorful feet.
I'm gonna head back in now.
Oh, okay, you have a good one.
I'll be out later.
Alright, you have a good one.
They can't see.
Come here, Snowbell. Give me a hug. Come here. How are you?
I've been picked up.
How are you?
You're sitting on my shoulder.
I'm tired, but I'm getting there. Been doing
Tired.
I can cast spells now.
I did a lot of
What
training
spells
last
can you
night.
cast?
Oh, how
I can summon a gun out of thin air.
Me and Grant
Yo, you
were
can
doing
cast
team
gun? That's
fighting in
fucking
the
boss.
arena
I can
last
also
night.
do
It
it, though.
was amazing.
Taylor.
I had a 2v1 half
Yeah.
the time. It was
I
in
can
a
also cast
rotation.
thunder.
Me and Wolfie beat up. Me and Wolfie beat up.
It took me 2 weeks to do that. Don't diminish it. Don't diminish my accomplishment.
Thanks
Peep,
for wall bashing me, by the way. I almost got
Yeah.
kicked my head over.
I'm proud of you. Congratulations. You are doing good work.
We only have this is the this is
Uh-huh.
the healing thing we
I
got
can't
on
really
the
show it off for long
Saturday, right?
because
Well,
it's
you
not a
swear
very
this
good
is-
idea to do that. But I can just very
I'm
briefly,
Neighborhood
you know,
Watch. I'll approve it. It's fine.
One field medic, like 3
Yeah,
field medics.
I can just, you know.
2 repair kits.
Yo! I like that
Any
effect. That's a
other-
good effect. I like that
Healing
magical
kits?
effect.
I don't know why.
If you would
I don't know. I don't know why it
appreciate it.
looks like that. Reinald and Aces look like all fiery.
I think I like it
And they have
better
like a
when it's not fiery.
sound.
I may need to order something.
Ah.
There you go.
Oh, can I show it off to my fellow cohorts and associates here?
Yeah,
as I don't
yeah,
think
go
any of them have
ahead.
seen
I'm a squawk.
Go ahead, I approve it.
my magical new.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I have your permission as
Of a bag of
guys?
saltines.
Guys,
saltine.
check this out. Check this out.
Alright.
I'm on.
Yeah.
I've been practicing magic. I don't know if I've shown you yet, but I can cast the strongest spell of all.
Are you fucking shitting me?
Are you kidding me?
fucking shitting me right now?
I'm proud of
You
him.
just summoned a gun out of nothing.
He learned how to cast
Whenever
gun.
I want. Whenever I want.
I like people
Well,
taking pointers from me.
And it's only gonna get better from here
Yeah,
because
just get a
training with this
minigun.
thing, I put a rune on it to make it magical so I could. This is like the first step.
on.
Yeah. This is the first step. It's only gonna get better from here. What?
Yeah, next thing someone
Eventually-
after that's a fucking minigun. And then an anti-air turret somehow.
Eventually, I might be able to
Legalize the
use
nukes.
mana instead of bullets, so I won't need to reload so long as I have a mana full. Which
You know, like
Oh
those,
yeah,
like,
no, that's basically
knowing
what I do.
Peep. I imagine like an Indigo thing, right? It's like a little nuke thing with like one of those like you remember those rocket things back in the day where you had to like push the thing to push air
Oh,
into like the tube.
like you have to
and
pump
when you
it
pushed
in
enough
and
air
then
in it, it
splash
just
out.
pops. It's one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yes, I too.
Imagine that. He just has to jump
but
on
I
it.
cast minigun instead.
I actually love that idea, and if I see Indigo, I'm gonna ask him if he can do that now.
So it's not really a proper.
so
That's such a good
I
idea.
cast gun a lot, but they're my own kids.
with the whole gladiomancy thing, it's mostly used for swords and stuff. But I already had that front sort of covered because I am like a weapon. I am like a
You know what we need to do
I've got
next?
everything in close range covered. So I just got a gun, and I want to make the gun better. So the best way I could do that, make it so that I don't have to pull it out, or because I can't really holster it and anything, so I have to pull it out of my bag.
Plus,
so,
if you
instead of
like
going through all
cast
that
it,
process, jumping
your
through
enemies will
those
never see it
loops.
coming.
Yeah, hear me out, right? Hear me out. Someone's like
Let me know when you're ready to
robbing
turn
me
See,
or
I have
something,
two
whatever.
big shields
oh,
with me.
Oh no!
I always hide my
hands
gun with my two
in the
shields and I
air.
just tell them to
My-
carry it and just shoot them.
Yeah. My hands are in the air. I'm not doing anything, you know. Just like that.
No, you gotta hold it like this.
Yeah, you gotta be a
I don't
gangster.
wanna
Like
do
if
that.
someone puts me
It
in a
actually
situation where it's
jam
like,
easier.
oh,
I know,
hands,
I know.
hands
No, I
in the
know you don't
air,
wanna do it.
hands up or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay,
They went to
I'm
go get
complying.
snacks.
I'm putting
You
my
wanna go
hands in
find
the air.
Here, hold on. Fix the placement like this, otherwise it's gonna jam. Here, like that. Forward. There we
Like
go.
this.
And, okay.
Okay, no, no.
Aim it
Hands
down
in
like
the air,
that.
and then you
Yeah,
go
there
like
you go.
this.
Good enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
more like that.
You know, fair enough.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Shoot them in the foot.
There's a good chance if you do it sideways, you know, people try to look cool, it will jam and they'll look stupid.
Love, you know.
Since yours is magic,
I
you
can-
might get away
I
with
can-
it.
Oh, there's Sonic and Tails.
I can just, you know,
You ready?
No, these are real bullets. and
Yeah,
I've got
that's
a
Tails'
reloader.
plane.
Oh, yeah, then yeah, it's gonna jam, so be careful for that.
But eventually, if I train
Oh,
enough
fine.
with it, I might get magical bullets with mana, so the gun won't even need to fire six shots, and I'll need to reload. I'll just...
No, they've got it.
I have a big
Mine
mana
is
pool,
mostly all
but the
energy
issue
conversion.
is, I am the mana pool, so the more I shoot, the tighter I'll get.
No, it's
Yeah,
Sonic the
that's
Hedgehog
usually
on
the
the
case.
tornado.
What the fuck?
Always just bring some mana potions with you then, just in case. That's basically your reload.
Yeah, no. A mana potion is my me, because I'm a
No, I'm saying like when you start running out, you just drink a mana potion just to like
Yeah.
get yourself back up. That's your
He
your
knows that I
ammunition.
keep mana potions on me now, for a
Yeah.
different reason. Ho-ho.
What the
I
fuck
could
is that?
probably literally like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I could probably, because of the size of this area, I could possibly place down an ice cream.
An ice cream what? Van, do you have one?
An ice cream van. No, I was going to get one so I can start actually selling ice creams in Orlando Saga. I do have an ice cream store, but
Sapphire's
That's like super wholesome.
yeah, and I could
It
just
is
use
getting to
magic
the
to
time
like
of summer
teleport
too,
it
so
to
it's
my
actually a perfect
library
time.
and then
It is a
teleport
perfect
to
time.
a random location.
Yeah, no, we're getting to perfect time for ice cream too. Actually, the season's like getting
Yeah.
Yes, yes we are.
Speaking of which, does anybody want
It's getting
popsicle?
warmer.
I made popsicles last night.
I wish
Oh,
I
bro.
could,
Okay.
tell.
I'm good, thank you though.
They're fruity. For fruity people.
God damn it, woman!
No, really, they're fruity. They're rainbow colored because they have different fruits in them.
They are very. It is very nice. I had one. I can shape it into a giraffe if you really would like a popsicle shaped as a giraffe.
I was trying to eat some ice, and you turned them into like giraffes. And then I had a moral conundrum for like 2 seconds because my ice cubes were giraffes.
Yeah, see,
and I
that's
didn't
exactly
care
what
and
I
went back to
fucking
eating them.
told you, Mom! I told you!
But it's fun,
Okay,
you
I'll be
know.
right back. I'm gonna go grab something to drink real
I had
quick.
a moral... Yeah, got you. I
Alrighty.
had a moral conundrum, but then I remembered I was hungry.
Well, some of them I can make sentient. Others I can choose not to make sentient.
Were the ones that you ate sentient?
Don't make
You
me
may
fool.
never know.
Were they? Did you make...
No, I didn't make them sentient, no.
Well, I
Mom,
mean...
Mom, you're not supposed to tell
I
him.
made, like, one
You're
of
supposed
them.
to leave him having an
Oh.
existential crisis over it.
I don't want an... Look, I will probably have an existential crisis if I found out that
I have
a
taken
sentient
sentient
giraffe
life
is
many a
eaten.
time before. It is not a new concept to me.
I hope you don't
I
mind.
know,
was
that's
gonna
fair.
sit here.
I know, that's fair, Peep. I'm just teasing you
Ice cream
anyway.
sounds cool. Wish I could eat it. I don't have ice.
It tastes pretty good.
I'm gonna run around for a
Could
bit
I-
and see who's all in the
Could
forest.
you get... Could you get ice cream in the form of
Okey-dokey,
just
okey-dokey.
ice? Could you get...
There
Not
is
like
flavor
the-
ice.
not
The
okay.
budget for that.
Well, I.
Not
don't
like
have the
the
budget for that.
music
Really?
guy, but could you get like vanilla ice?
Yeah, no, that is an actual thing.
Probably, yeah. It is an actual...
Oh damn! I can enjoy ice cream then.
Yeah, do you
Or
know what
ice
a
cream
do you know what a snow
equivalents.
cone is?
No, is it a? Hold on. Let me guess. Is it a cone?
Oh boy, I wonder if he'll
It
get
doesn't have snow in it.
Well, it's shaved ice technically.
Holy.
It's shaved ice, yeah. Oh,
Oh.
well. Is this right?
Ah.
I blame
I hate
Bishop.
you, son.
But yeah, no, it's just shaved ice with like
Sorry.
flavoring in it.
It is
I
too much
mean,
fun
I
just
could
being able to pull
technically
it
get
out.
us a makeshift umbrella.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean,
That's nice.
I don't like. I don't feel it really.
I guess that's true. I guess that's true. You wouldn't feel it.
I'm gonna have to dry my wings when I get home.
Oh, you
There are
poor
only
baby.
a few things I may feel.
Can I
Like, if
shake my
someone is
wings?
grabbing me, I can
Here,
sort
have
of feel it.
wet wings,
I
here
guess
you go.
that's just
Shake
me
them on
saying,
the
"Huh, you should probably know that you're being touched." I can feel it when it's really, really hot. I can feel it when it's really, really cold. And I can feel it if it hurts.
I'm gonna head back to Bishop's place to see
That's
what's all
understandable.
So you
up
feel
before he goes
basically
to now.
nothing but
Bye,
pain.
Gred.
Catch you guys later. Yep.
No,
good
I
one.
feel nothing right now.
Just gonna pat your head. Do you
And I
feel
really
this?
feel pain when I. Eh?
Ah,
Very faintly.
understandable. Well, I'm gonna walk around, like I said, for a bit, see what's going on, before I
It's
possibly
hard
head
to
home
make
and fall
out
asleep.
Textures,
Oh,
I think, is what it's
A
called.
pterodactyl. Look, it's my people.
It's my people pterodactyl! Wait, Mom,
Don't
Mom,
cast the gun.
Mom!
Okay,
Hug!
Yes, yes.
In case I don't see you. Hug.
But can you cast smoke?
Good one.
Yes.
Enjoy your night, okay?
Yeah.
Look after yourself.
You have a good one.
You get used to him, I think. I keep confusing him for me.
Same.
The funny thing is,
Ooh, excuse me.